America. More than just a flag, a statue, or a plot of dirt in the northern hemisphere of a planet called Earth, it is home to many, many exciting things. The newly discovered invention of science has changed the landscape of society. Boats, bridges, buildings, electricity, more boats, and, of course, sandwiches. But we'll talk more about these later. First, I want to introduce you to a man named Fred, and this is his wife, Sally, with little Fred Jr. They're both doing their best to make their way in this new, amazing electrified world. However, despite all of these amazing things they have, Fred and Sally have recently found themselves stuck in a bit of a rut. Let's see what's bothering them so much.
Hello, wife. It's me, your husband. I'm entering the house.
Oh, hello, husband. Of course, you're welcome to come inside anytime. We share this house as husband and wife.
There's my little infant son. I'm glad we shared this brief bonding moment together. There you go. Feels so good to be home after a long day driving around in a suit. I am famished.
Another sandwich?
Does a crow caw?
I suppose it does.
Is there something wrong, wife?
Oh, it's nothing, husband.
Now, honey, you know I am an expert at nothing, and to my trained eyes, this looks like the opposite of nothing, which is to say, something.
Here's your sandwich.
Sandwiches and milk. Same meal every day, but I never get tired of it. Oh, you want a little bit of this, son?
Well, now that you mention it.
Huh? Mention what?
My feelings?
Oh, I thought we were past those.
Husband, when I was cleaning out the closet earlier, I found a box of old research papers that you used to write. You used to dream of driving around all day in a research suit, not driving around all day in a business suit. Now, you come home, we eat sandwiches. Is that all life is now? Suits and sandwiches? What happened to our dreams? Am I just a wife? A wife who makes sandwiches?
Now, wife, you know how much I researched becoming a researcher. But my research, well, I guess it just wasn't good enough. Sometimes things don't work out like you think they will. Like that time you tried origami. I just don't have what it takes to be a top-shelf researcher.
I'm going to be on the shelf if something doesn't change. I read your papers. They're good papers, husband. But there's something wrong. If only you could figure it out. Like, right here, in this one. Maybe if you...
Bah, I've gone over it 100 times. What possible difference could 101 make?
I think it's the way you integrate your sources.
But those are all scholarly sources. Besides, you're no expert, and it's not like there's some omniscient voice that's suddenly going to manifest and tell me how to improve them.
Perhaps I might be of some assistance.
Huh?
Oh.
Fred, your wife Sally is correct. The problem within those research papers is due to improper source integration. It fails to show your information literacy skills, which is to say your ability to seek out and interact with complex source materials. As husband and wife, you do know something about interaction with complex materials, am I right? Anyway, let me show you a strategy for improving those all-important information literacy skills. I'll even use your favorite food as a metaphor to help you digest this a little bit better. It's called the quote sandwich. As you well know, a sandwich is made up of 3 simple parts. 2 slices of bread, plus the wonderful fillings contained in the middle. This same principle can be applied when using source materials. The top slice is your introduction, where you lead into a quote using your own words, or, better yet, what's known as a signal phrase, in which you introduce the author and build credibility for them. It also helps transition smoothly into the quote itself. The bottom slice is your commentary afterwards, explaining how the quote backs up a point you're trying to make. As fortune would have it, a signal phrase also has 3 simple parts. 1, it introduces the author. 2, expresses a justification for the use of that source in order to build credibility. And 3, it uses a signal verb to help lead into the source. Here is a relevant and timely example. Dr. Simon Pickle, respected astrophysicist and futurist from Cornell University, predicts that, quote, at the current rate that dogs are learning tricks, there is little doubt that by the year 2020, our canine companions will be more intelligent than humans, end quote. Dr. Pickle's message serves as a dire warning to us all that if we are to continue to survive as a species, we must begin preparing now for the inevitable civil war between man and what was formerly his best friend. The point of all this is to build credibility for your sources, as well as show your understanding of those sources. Now that you've learned how to properly design a quote sandwich, get out and build one for yourself. And remember, it's not just about serving sandwiches, it's about serving your country.